Hello Libra, here's a reading for you for the time between the 20th of May and the 21st of June, which is the time of Sun in Gemini. So the Sun is trining your natal Sun. And many things are happening astrologically, but there are many more YouTube channels that are strictly about astrology, so I recommend to check it there. And here we only have tarot for this time of the year. So I'm using the Fountain Tarot deck. It's the first time I use it. It's a new deck for me, so I also get to know it. The cards are already shuffled, and now I want to cut them. Here we go. I'm going to use a Celtic cross spread. The Hermit in the middle, which is your main energy this month, crossed by the Fool. Beautiful. At the base of your reading, you have Queen of Swords. At the crown of your reading, the Sun. Wow. Very nice. And the recent past is Ten of Wands. It's good to see it here in this position. In your near future, Justice, your card. Lots of major arcanas here. How you see yourself or your inner influences, Strength, another major arcana. Your environment or outer influences, Seven of Swords. Your hopes and fears, Ten of Coins, beautiful. And the outcome, Ace of Wands, wonderful. So you have several cards, several of the cards that Gemini had. They had the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, and Ace of Wands, and Five of Wands as background energy. The Shadow card, so something going undercurrent. Five of Wands is about not having leadership or not being able to establish one main energy in your life. It is always a card of a conflict, but it can be a very fruitful conflict. Sometimes we need to stay in a state of conflict just to realize which energy preserves, which is the most important for us after the fight. Here we see people disputing over something. So there is no one leader who says, okay, now let's do what I say we do. No, you have to listen to every part of this discussion and then make a decision. So the conflict has its solution by discussing it, by perhaps competing, but also listening to others. Okay? So this is the Shadow card. Overall, it's very beautiful reading. The Hermit at the very center. It talks about the need to go within. The need of solitude and searching the answers within. And you're not afraid of it. You're wishing it here. You're ready to go into this deep, dark forest with your inner light to find the truth, to find something of importance for you. Because only in darkness and in silence you can hear things, you can notice things that are too tiny or too quiet to recognize when you're in a crowd. So very peaceful, quiet card and full of light. I think it's really beautiful here in this deck. It's very often beautiful. I think the idea of this light in the darkness is always attractive visually, and here it also is. So this is your main energy in mid-May till mid-June, and what's crossing you, so what's helping or hindering you, is the Fool. The Fool is a new beginning, being like a child, being very trustful, trusting in the universe, trusting that it has something special for us prepared, and the feeling that there's no need to be afraid, and there is a good reason to risk something new, to make this first step into the unknown. Although people may say, hey, don't be a fool, don't do it. But you have trust. I think they are going in the same direction. Intro, I think it's very much intro, not outro. It's in, not out. So I think the Fool, this trust, is helping you, because you have the courage. You know you can risk entering this dark, mysterious forest, because your energy is filled with this fresh energy of the Fool. At the base of your reading, there's Queen of Swords. So again, truth seems to be important in this reading, as in Gemini's. Queen of Swords, she's always telling the truth. She's always fair. Sometimes she's very harsh in it. She's not really concerned about your hurt feelings. No. She knows that telling the truth is more important than someone's fragile ego, because it's always ego that is hurt by the truth. She's very smart, so you have the smart energy at your base. This is very much your card, as Justice is. So if there's a problem to solve in your life, you will also manage to do it, because that girl is unstoppable, I'd say, in what she wants. And she also learned her lesson. That's this kind of person. Not very naive, rather looking sharply at the reality. She sometimes can be bitter with her life experiences, but I think not this month. It can be you, it can be someone in your environment, but since it's repeated here as Justice, I think it's you. I think it's you, and you are all in the Sun, which is crowning your reading. Sun is very much about success and happiness and seeing clearly. And I think this facet of the Sun, which is one of the most beautiful and happy cards in tarot, I think this clear vision is very important here in your reading. When I look at this card, I see carousel, so You're playing here. You're playing in the sun. And I feel everything makes sense, finally, for you. There's a feeling of deep understanding of what happened, of all the processes you've been through. And it gives you joy, and I think it brings you energy that you very much need. You feel alive. You feel very much alive now. And you also feel, because of this Queen of Swords and this Fool, like you, perhaps discovered some truth about you or about the world. What's in your past? Your recent past is Ten of Wands. Feeling overwhelmed, feeling tired with something. Just look at the colors of this card. It's quite dark, as you can see. So it's good, it's past energy. It means it has ended not so long ago, but you might have felt overburdened with something, with your obligations, with your experiences, with your duties, with your responsibilities. What is important is not to lose all this experience you gained, not to discharge it, but to weave it into the fabric of your life. And I think you are successful in it, because all these cards, beautiful major arcanas, are telling me that you have divine guidance in your life, that the universe is taking you by the hand and showing you the right path, the right solution. You have help of the universe in your life. So now it's over. You successfully came to an end of this process, of this phase of being very much in charge of something, having many responsibilities. It's now gone, and you are on the top. You're okay. You're successful with it. In your near future, you have the Justice card. In this deck, these two cards are in the different positions. Usually Justice is 11 and Strength is 8. Here it's vice versa, which is not my favorite solution, because I think Justice Libra is always after Leo. Strength is a card of Leo, but here we have it like this. So Justice means that probably you will feel very much yourself in the near future. Balanced and fair. And again, you can see here from her face, there's this cone or pillar of sight coming from her eye, like she sees everything. So you see everything, you understand everything, and you see a larger picture. So perhaps what seemed very difficult some time ago, now you can see it was all the part of the bigger plan. And it was supposed to be like that. And it was the lesson you had to learn as Queen of Swords. And you learned it successfully. And now you understand. Now you understand, and because you understand, you can give hope to others that they will understand too. This is also a karma card. So now you will reap what you sow. Everything you did will come back to you. So if you were responsible, you will have your rewards. That's how I feel. If you are in the middle of some legal actions or trial, you may expect justice. Justice in a higher meaning. It's not always what we expected, but it's always fair. And I feel all this process resulted in you feeling strong. This is how you see yourself. You tame the beast within you, and not by force and not by violence. Not like in the circus where animals are treated badly. No. You are all like this girl. She's smiling and she's graceful, I think. This is all about harmony and very gentle, being very gentle in whatever you do, being very patient, perhaps because you understand what happened here. Now you have compassion. Compassion for yourself, and what you have for yourself you always have also to other people, so compassion to others. You are very near your heart, which is beautiful. This card is also about knowing yourself better, understanding yourself better, perhaps taming or getting to know better some part of your personality that you haven't known before, or haven't recognized even, or haven't accepted, because sometimes we have these things within us which seem terrible, like this lion. A lion is very dangerous. You can be afraid of it. We can choose not to see it, but you have chosen to see it, and you have chosen to make friends with it. And you are successful again. So there's something very strong here within you. Now when you feel, I think it's because you feel very close to your heart, very close to your true nature with this Queen of Swords and justice and seeing clearly. It all helps you to understand who you really are and appreciate it and feel it deep within you. I'm like this, and I'm beautiful. I like who I am. This is what I feel here. Now, your environment. This is the only card that makes me feel a little anxious. This is Seven of Swords. Sometimes Seven of Swords is being very smart and making things in a unusual but still right way. And sometimes it's also stealth. It's thinking outside the box very often. But somehow, because it's in your environment, it doesn't come from you. So it also may be this card in this worse sense when I see it reversed. That someone is taking what isn't his or hers, what doesn't belong to this person. And you can see the hand emerging from the darkness and just grabbing 5 swords that belong to these two, that belong, they should come together. But here you only take 5 and leave the other 2. So there is also a sense of lightness here. that if it's done in good intentions, it can mean that you leave something difficult behind you, that you no longer need it. But if someone is doing it without your consent, if someone is doing it to you without asking you, paying no attention to virtues, paying no attention to motivation behind it, this can be harmful to you. This you can feel it like some kind of dishonesty happening to you. Someone is trying to avoid responsibility for something, which can be quite difficult for you because of what you have experienced in the recent past. This burden of responsibility, and you still remember it. And if this person is trying to, get away with something, not taking responsibility, this can be especially annoying to you, I feel. Especially in the state of being very righteous, being very fair, here with Queen of Swords and justice, and seeing things clearly in the sun. This deed may really make you angry, I feel, if someone does this to you. You can be very harsh and merciless towards whoever does this. So be careful. Be careful. Pay attention to someone emerging suddenly from the darkness and wanting to get away with something very quickly. This is how I feel about it. In your hopes and fears, you have 10 of coins. I think it's a hope, because 10 of coins is a very beautiful card, unlike 10 of wands, which is, the wand suit evolves very differently than the suit of coins, because these are different elements. Wands are fire, and this is masculine energy, and as they gain in number, the energy dissipates. In coins, there's a different story. This is feminine, and as it gains number, the energy is getting stronger and stronger. And 10 of coins is the culmination. It's the final stage of this energy, and it's very powerful because it's all together. These 10 coins together, creating a heritage. So generally for me, this card is about mostly about people. I know coins are about wealth and material things, but here I think it transcends into something more. If you have this material base you can trust upon, then you're safe on many levels, and you can grow and you can evolve on many levels. So what you dream of and what you wish for is having this stable, safe base, is being surrounded by people you trust. This is the most important thing. Being supported by the system. 10 of coins is support of the system for me. No matter if it's your family, or if it's your group of friends, or is it your business, people you do businesses with. It really doesn't matter, but it's some kind of a system created by people that supports you on a very basic level. And if you're familiar with the concept of Maslow's pyramid, you know that the first thing that needs to be recognized and fulfilled is all our basic needs, like food, shelter, something to drink, being warm. And this is this kind of basic support that only when you have it you can grow higher, you can acquire higher goals. And when you're safe in this space, now something beautiful happens to your mind because it's free. It's free of anxiety. It's free of stress. Your body is free of stress when you have this. So no wonder you're hoping for it. Perhaps because now you're ready to begin something new with a great passion. This is your outcome card. Ace of Wands, a beautiful spark of new energy, something that drives you, something that really inspires you, something you want to indulge in and work on it. You have great energy. When you pair it with the sun here, that is also giving you much energy. When you have this basic needs supported by the system, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. You don't need to think, oh, am I going to do it? Am I going to be succeeded? Am I going to fail? It really doesn't matter. When you have this drive, when you have this passion, you just do it. And when there is peace in your mind, because the system supports you, you can really live in the present, which is very important, especially when you want to begin something new. You have to be in it with all your heart, with all your body, with all your mind, with all your feelings, to take the sparkle and make it into the great fire, make it into something big, make it into big fireplace, big bonfire of idea, and turning this idea into reality. You need to be in there. You can't be somewhere else. You can't be in the past. You can't be into the future, because you're not there then. And this sparkle is not eternal. It comes and then it goes. It extinguishes very quickly. So you have to be there to catch it. Not distracted by something or someone, but be here and now to catch it. Libra, I think you're going to do it because you have a really nice reading. Very powerful. As I said, lots of major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the sun and justice are very much your energy. And this Fool supporting this Ace of Wands very much. You're not afraid to take risk. You hope that the system will support you, and it's a good hope. And you feel strong, and you feel very much yourself, very much close to your heart. And some obstacles are behind you, so now you're ready to embrace new opportunity here. Be there. Be here and now when sparkle arrives. Grab it and make it big. Libra. That's what I wish you very much. I hope you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful last month of spring. It's finally spring here where I live, although only 10 days ago we had winter. So take this sun shining and use this beautiful creative energy in your life. Do everything what's best for you, Libra. That's what I wish you. You have the guidance and the love of the universe for you. Blessings.